Hidden away from the world sits a sight most people never get to see. Acres of heavy machinery left to completely rot. Today, we're stepping into the true relic of the industrial age, a massive, forgotten graveyard where heavy machinery goes to die. Scores of JCBs once worth millions, now sitting in silence in the mud, slowly surrendering to the elements. Walking through here feels less like exploring an abandoned site, and more like unearthing the bones of some mechanical beasts. Behind this, though, is the aftermath of a multi-million-pound insurance scam where the owner took the payout up front, vanished, and hid every single machine out here. No security, no answers, just history rotting in plain sight. So, sit back and let's uncover the secrets of the JCB graveyard together.
So welcome back to the channel. Behind me are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of abandoned JCBs. Not just that, there's millions of pounds worth of JCBs as well. They've been here for years. So right now we're going to go check it out and I'm going to bring you with me. So come on, let's go have a look. So right now we are just walking through the trees. And then through here we should hopefully end up exactly where we want. This here is the abandoned JCB graveyard. Right now, look at this. There's hundreds of them, by the way. There's absolutely hundreds. We're going to go through them all and see what we can find. And we can just see how much money has been left to rot away, sat, abandoned. If I come to the centre here, it goes on and on for quite a while. It's just unbelievable. Really, really is unbelievable. And these are massive. There's some of these here, absolutely humongous. Obviously, you've got a missing cab on this one, but these have got metal wheels. So these are for quarries or something like that. But basically, the backstory of this place, the owner, basically, he brought all of these as an insurance claim and basically promised the companies that the insurance company, that they would bin them and scrap them all. And in the meantime, he said, but basically, you need to pay me the money and then I'll get rid of them. Instead of him getting rid of them and then the insurance paying them, he turned around and said, you pay me first and then we'll get rid of them. And what he did was he hid them. Obviously, he didn't hide them very well because they've obviously been found, but yeah, he basically got paid millions for it all, absolutely millions, and just hid them and said, yeah, I've got rid of them. Look at this all. This is just absolutely incredible. It just keeps going. Honestly, it just keeps going and going. It's absolutely crazy. We'll go up to the top in a minute. We'll have a little bit of a view from the top. But to see stuff like this, look at it all. This is just monstrous. This stuff is like huge. Like, again, there's another one. Obviously quarries and stuff, because you've got metal wheels again. And it's just huge. Look at it, it just keeps going. The sun is very, very high up in the sky. It's really hot at the moment in the UK. But this is just enormous. Absolutely enormous. I'm still going. I'm still walking around all these JCBs, tractors. I don't know what else you could say. There's so many. It just keeps going. That we will have a bit of a walk around here, I guess. There is a running farm next door. This is just immense. This is just millions of pounds worth of machines just scrapped. They've all just been destroyed now. This is absolutely crazy. This is nuts. Just climb on top of this bulldozer. Just come have a look inside. There's no windows left on it. You can see all the gauges are still here. And you can see that how many hours it's ran for 16,000. No, sorry, it's ran for 1,604 hours. Is that switch or a key? But yeah. It still pretty much works. There's lots of flies around, and you can select your gears and how you want this whole thing to run. There we go, so I can select my gear now. So that's forward 3 and 4. That's first and second. That's neutral. That's reverse 1 and 2, and reverse 3 and 4. And that's your lock-in plate to stop you from knocking it into gear when you're in stationary mode. This is just immense. This is really, really crazy stuff. I'll get down now. Yeah, look at that. That is just incredible. And it's just left. Look at it all. Don't know how well you can see this because the sun is so bright. If I can try to take some of the shade off. Look at that. It's mental. It's absolutely fascinating. Really, really is. It's so sad to see companies that have worked so hard for all of this let it go down the drain. This is absolutely wonderful just to see something so immense. Like, it's just an industry of death, basically. This is literally just where the final moments of the industry has just been left to rest. Do you know what I mean? I wonder what's in these hidden cabs, because they've been blanketed off. But this one here especially been blanketed off. There's like a lorry trailer sheet by it looks. So I think I'm gonna have to climb up and have a look inside the doors and just have a quick peek and see what's going on. Oh my goodness. This is inside one of the cabs with the sheet on. There's a huge blanket of cobweb there. I'm not going to go further in because it looks quite sketchy. I don't know what bugs are in here, but look at that. It's just immense. Absolutely crazy to see such a fantastic survival of these. You can see why they've been sheeted up, because they've obviously don't want people going in them and getting hurt. I'm currently still on top of these big wheels, these big metal wheels. They're obviously used for quarrying. There's another one there that's been tied up. Or it was tied up. Someone's obviously cut it. They've strapped it over. That's not, the door's the other side. But imagine that. They're taking the wheels off this. I'm definitely not climbing up there because look, it's on little sleepers. It doesn't even look safe at all. Look how sketchy that looks. I don't know if you can see it or not. But that is so sketchy. Just the axles just resting on some little wooden beams. Like that fell. That's got to be 10 ton easy. That would really, really hurt. Do you know what I mean? And the engine size in them must be enormous. The engines must be enormous. And then that there, by the looks of it, looks like a rock crusher or something of some sort. You'd obviously drop rocks from in the top and they'd come through and there'd be like a crusher of some sort, and they'd come out on this conveyor belt, maybe into the back of a trailer of some sort or back of a dumper truck, which is just, again, phenomenal to see. Here's like a really old tug. Look at this. It's a two-seater, but let's climb up. Let's have a look. Look at that. Get rid of this cobweb. Yep. Let's go inside and have a look. Wow. Look at this. This is just how you would control everything. Everything's done manually by hand. There's no steering wheel. It was just forward and pull one back. And basically what it would do, it would tell that side to drive, that side to reverse, and then you would pivot. So that side would be driving you round while this side's pulling you back. So you turn to the left. And then to go right, you'd push this one forward and then this one back. That would drive this tracks here forward and these tracks backwards, and that would turn you right. That's just immense. It's so crazy to see how all of this has just been left behind. Then you've got your pedals in here. It obviously might be a brake or something, your accelerator. But this is a double seater. This is a 2-person seat. This is just absolutely phenomenal. And just to see it in person, it's just, I don't know, it's just mind-blowing. It's just an industry of, I don't know, it's just speechless. It's absolutely speechless. Right, I'm going to get myself out of here. It's very warm. Very, very, very warm. Ugh. Very hot. Sweating a little bit. But look at it. It's just beautiful to see. And like, you still see some of the oil. There's oil dropping onto the floor. See obviously where the hydraulics would have been for this machine. The oils will fall on the floor. See if I can open it up. You can see that. It's so rusted. Don't think I can. I've managed to flip the pin. It's stuck under there, look. I can't open that. It's stuck. But that would have been so cool to see all the hydraulic system. Well, this side been opened, yeah. So I can open this side up. This would have been like a big hydraulic oil tank. There we go. It says on there hydraulic oil. And there'll be a hydraulic engine pump for it, which is just immense. To know that this thing here controlled this whole crusher. And again, there's some more quarry stuff here because you've got the big metal wheels with the big spikes. Some more again here. It's 3 in a row. They must have been worth a fortune. Absolute fortune. But I'm not being funny, but these spikes are massive. But we're just going to keep going around. There's so many more I've missed out. So I'll just keep going. Yeah, so we're pretty much at the front gates because the gates are over here. You had to come through the trees. There's another crusher of some sort. It's huge. This one's even bigger again. You've got all the belts that are hanging off. Yeah, this is another crusher. The size of it. I'm 6'1", and I am only up to these hinges here. It goes all the way up here. And these belts are huge. They're just dangling off. But you can see how this would have worked basically. The rocks would have dropped in, they'd get crushed. And then they'd have been separated into pieces and sent off onto the conveyors and wherever else they needed to go. But look at this, we've got big diggers here. Massive diggers. And you've got like a little tarmac roller, concrete roller there in front that's just so overgrown. Obviously you've got the registration plate still on it. But you've got more, absolute more, just sat and overgrowth. Huge amounts of overgrowth. And it's just absolutely crazy. The cabin here is still here. I'm in shorts still. This isn't any fun. But yeah, look at that. Here's another cab, tractor cab with a trailer on it. It's got its cat. It's got again with the cockpit, everything still inside. This would have been for quarries as well. They'd have dumped tons and tons of rocks into this, or whatever the company was using it for, and they would have transported it away, and it would have gone wherever it needed to go. But look at these. And this isn't your bog standard little contracted stuff you'd see on the side of the road, you know, fixing potholes. This is monstrous stuff. Absolutely monstrous. And it's just out of date. Which is probably another reason why they're sat here, because they're just so old. Absolutely just phenomenal. Mind blowing, really, really is. It just goes on and on. I hope you all enjoyed the video. You need to carry on watching what we've got ready to go up in the next future. If you like it, comment, subscribe, drop a like, it's all for free. But again, don't miss out on explores like this. We've got bigger and better to come Enjoy. Take it steady.
Looking back at all these machines, it's bizarre to think about the sheer scale of the operation that brought them here, and how quickly millions of pounds in heavy equipment can simply be written off. A multi-million-pound insurance payout, a vanished owner, and dozens of excavators left to rot in the mud. Most abandoned places are left behind by pure bankruptcy or failing businesses, but this one is the direct result of a massive calculated con. Let me know what you think of this whole setup down in the comments. Does the insurance company even care at this point? Or are these machines just going to sit here forever? I appreciate you watching this one. See you on the next occasion.